Hey family, Dad here. Hope you're having a great day. On this video, I just wanted to do a recap of my first holiday vacation with the blended family. Now, for a little background, I'm a 48-year-old dad with two college-age kids. My girlfriend, Rena, her three daughters, my kids, and I went on a Christmas trip down to Phoenix this year. It was my first trip with the kids as an empty nester. My son came home after his first semester of college, and then my daughter, as soon as she was done with school for the semester, for the quarter, her and her boyfriend went down to California to spend some time with his family, and then drove over to Phoenix the day after Christmas to spend the rest of their vacation with us. So my girlfriend Rena has three daughters. Ages from 22 down to 17. It was going to be a learning experience on how this trip would fare. I've never traveled with a party of 8. For 2 nights during our trip, we actually had a party of 9. One of Rena's daughter's boyfriends, his family was actually spending some time in Phoenix area as well, and he spent 2 nights with us at our place. So for a majority of us, the 6 of us, Rena, her daughters, my son, and I flew down on Christmas Day down to Phoenix. We Airbnb'd a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house plus a casita. It was perfect. There's plenty of room for us. It was a great location, great space with a pool, fire pit area. Rena's daughters, 3 of them shared 2 rooms. And it worked out great. They had their own bathroom, and then my kids shared the other bathroom. My son had a room, and then my daughter with her boyfriend had a bedroom as well. Meanwhile, Rena and I stayed in the casita because at the end of the day, a king and queen deserve their own living quarters. And I'll put a link below as far as the Airbnb that we stayed at. We also rented 2 cars. We felt it would have been easier to have the flexibility of 2 cars during this trip. I think also it would have been cheaper renting 2, sedan cars versus renting a van or a large SUV for 8-9 of us. My daughter's boyfriend also rented a car kind of the last day or 2 of the trip because they wanted to do things on their own. And it worked out well. So Rena and I didn't really overplan. We didn't have an extensive agenda for this trip and expect all 8-9 of us to go do stuff as a group day in and day out. I don't think that would have worked. We decided to do 2 things as a group. We did Topgolf for dinner one night. It was great, lots of fun, smiles. And then the other thing that we did was we took a day trip down to Tucson. We took 2 separate cars. We went down to Tucson, and we actually spent majority of the day at the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum at the Saguaro National Forest. So when we were at the Desert Museum and the National Forest, we kind of went 2 separate groups. The kids went as one group. They just went around the trails and the museum. And then Rena and I went our own way as well and toured the trails in the museum. Both trips as a group was great. Topgolf and Tucson. It was a good time. During the trip as well, Rena did a few things with just her daughters. They went and saw ASU in Scottsdale during the trip, and I did a few things with my son as well. I guess one highlight was we went to the Guaranteed Rate Bowl down in Phoenix at Chase Field. My son, he plays college football at a small school down in Oregon, and we did this last year. And we thought we would go check out the Guaranteed Rate Bowl again this year. It was Kansas versus UNLV. It was a good game. Kansas pulled it out. Most importantly, my son had a great time just experiencing it as well. During this trip, Rena and I also wanted to spend time alone as well. And we kind of penciled in a couples massage one morning, and it was amazing. I'm not a massage guy. I think I've had one massage during my lifetime. And this time I went and got a deep tissue massage. It hurt, but it felt so much better.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
After getting a deep tissue massage. I like a massage that really gets deep into my muscles, into my tissues. And it hurt. It was excruciating pain. But after the end of it, I felt amazing. And then after the massage, we went to lunch at one of Rena's favorite Mexican places in Phoenix, Taco Cello. And surprisingly, during that visit to Taco Cello, Rena noticed one of the co-owners / artist of Taco Cello, Genaro Garcia. He invited us to his studio, which was great later in the week, and it was amazing to hear his stories. while we were at his studio. So definitely a highlight of the trip. I was able to also meet a few close friends during the trip. So I went to school down there, made some great friends during my time there, and still able to keep in touch with them. So I met a few of them, but I wish I had a little more time to see others. So overall, it was a great trip. You know, we learned a lot about each other as a blended family of 8. I learned more about, you know, my girlfriend Rena and her daughters. You know, one thing that really kind of stuck out, what I learned was, you know, we never flew together before. Rena gets motion sickness and has told me a few stories in the past where she got sick. So I was expecting the worst, but it ended up being fine. You know, she just slept through the flight to and from Phoenix, and, you know, no issues at all. Overall, you know, I can't think of anything negative about the trip. It was really enjoyable. The sun was out, which was great because we needed that vitamin D for 5 nights, especially coming here from the Northwest where it's, you know, constantly gray and rain. So it was great to have some vitamin D. You know, it was a fun-filled 5 days, no drama, no headaches, a lot of fun. So we'll definitely do it again. You know, hopefully we'll look at 2024 and see what kind of opportunities are out there. So that's all I got. You know, stay safe, be happy, and have fun. Love you, Dad.